Hershey's cookies and cream, once crunchy,
എടാ
together unique
ഓർഡർ
treat.
മോഡ് ആൽബി
Hershey's cookies and cream, the iconic duo.
ഫുഡ് കഴിച്ചാ ഫുഡ് കഴിച്ചു.
Imagine expanding your business to London or setting up a family office in Singapore.
ആഡ് വന്ന് സാധാരണ വരലില്ല. ഇവിടെ എഗ് റൈസ് ആരോ മാച്ചിന് വിളിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. എഗ് റൈസാണ് പരിപാടി. ഫസ്റ്റ് ഓഫീസ് കോൾ, സെക്കൻഡ് മോഡറേറ്റർ, തേർഡ് കിഡ് ഫാൻ, ഫോർത്ത് M12, 5 സിനാൻ, അച്ചു. ഇതാണ് കറണ്ട് ഫോർമേഷൻ. കറണ്ട് ഫോർമേഷൻ ഇതാണ്. SS ആരുമില്ല കളിക്കാൻ. SS കളിക്കാൻ കുറച്ച് ആളാണ്. പറക്കാൻ വിട്ടാലേ ലുക്മാൻ കൂടിയാണ്. നല്ല രസമുള്ള SS കളിക്കുന്നില്ല അല്ലേ? ഹാലൻഡ് കളിക്കും SS. ഹാലൻഡും കളിക്കുന്നു. വേറെ ആരും കളിക്കില്ല. ഇവിടെ 1700 ഞാനാണ്. ആയിരത്തി എഴുന്നൂറ്. ത്രീ സെൻറ്റർ ബാക്ക്. അടിച്ചു
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Here's the whistle. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, and I would say that this setup is probably mostly geared to the front three. I think keeping them busy with chances is obviously a responsibility for everyone else in the team. So the midfield four in particular play their part. The back three have just got to get on with it, and at times they are left a little exposed.
You won't be happy with that one. Oh, it's Raul. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it.
Van Nistelrooy! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Played out to the right. Albert Ferrer. No goals as yet. Mohamed Salah. Vinicius Junior. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. Just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Now it's Isco. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Xavi Alonso. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Forlan.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Vinicius Junior. And it's been played through. Conte. Threads one in. Mbappe picks it up out wide. And it's been given away. Decent chance! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that constantly
They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that.
Conte. He steps in, and that's the end of that. For Conte. He has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Arsenal really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special for these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very
എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുന്ന അറിയില്ല. ചുമട്ട് പിള്ളർപ്പം തോൾ ഫീൽഡ് ഔട്ടായില്ല, ഫീൽഡ് ഔട്ടായതല്ല, മൂഡ് സെറ്റായിട്ട് സിമ്പിളായിട്ട് ജയിക്കേണ്ട കളി ചെയ്തല്ലേ.
they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an
കുറച്ചൊന്ന്
early goal.
റിസ്ക് ആയി
But
കളിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്.
they
ഈ
can't
സൈഡ്
afford to
കളിച്ചാൽ
get
ഗോള്
too
വരും.
cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can. Chance, surely!
ഇത് ഫസ്റ്റ് കൊടുത്ത പാസ്സാ അത്.
Rightly gives him offside.
അവിടെ കൊടുത്ത പാസ്സാ.
Capuyi. And it's Neymar. Van Nistelrooy. Some resolute defending there. It could be danger here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah,
എടാ എന്തുമായിരടാ അടിക്കടാ. എടാ ഇത് സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റിംഗ് ആടാ. ഇത് സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റിംഗ് ആടാ.
groans from the stands now are very audible.
Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
ഇത് സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റിംഗ് ആടാ.
Nicked it back promptly. There's the shot.
ഇത് മായിര് ഒന്നാത്തരം കളിച്ചു കൂട്ടുന്നു.
Up by 3. They have their boots on.
എന്തൊരു കുണ്ണത്ര കളിക്കുന്നു. എന്തൊക്കെ ആയിരന്മാരെ കൊണ്ട്. എന്തൊരു ആയിരന്മാർ.
Well, you've always got to have players that are
മലമായിരം.
willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
എടാ ഇത് ഞാൻ ജയിക്കേണ്ട കളിയുടെ ഇതൊക്കെ
Complete control.
എടാ ഉണ്ണകൾ കളിക്കുന്ന കളിയാണ്.
It's a searching pass.
എടാ ഇത് 3 ഗോളൊക്കെ എങ്ങനെ അടിച്ചു നിനക്ക്? ബംഗ്ലാദേശ് ഫുണ്ടേനെ കൊണ്ട്
Nicely weighted ball.
ബംഗ്ലാദേശ് ഫുണ്ടേൽ എങ്ങനെ ഗോൾ അടിക്കുന്നത്? ഗോവിന്ദ് ഹായ് ഗോവിന്ദ് നമസ്കാരം. 2 hour ലൈവ് ഒക്കെ മാരത്തോൺ ആണോ?
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an
കളിയൊക്കെ
example of
ഭയങ്കര
counter-attacking at its
സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ്.
finest. Real cut and
ഭയങ്കര
thrust.
സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ്. ഭയങ്കര
So, just
സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ്
a
പരിപാടി.
consolation, or is there a way back from here? Good check face to face. He's having a
ഭയങ്കര
shot.
സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റാണ് ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞെ. ജയിക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നു.
More or less by
വെറുതെ
himself.
ചെറിയ
As cool
ഏകദേശം
as you
അണ്ടം
like.
കണ്ട കളി.
Well, how cool was that? He was
വായി
almost
തന്നെ
teasing the
ചീത്ത മാത്രം
keeper then.
വരുന്നത്.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, it's been
Simple ആയിട്ട് ജയിക്കേണ്ട
absolutely
കളിയൊക്കെയാണ്.
fabulous spell
ഭയങ്കര
for them, and
സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ്.
they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be
And the shot!
ഭയങ്കര സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ് അടി.
And that would have been game
26 മണിക്കൂർ ലൈവ് ഇട്ട് കിട്ടുക.
spared a few blushes here.
നീ എല്ലാം പോയിട്ട് ഉറങ്ങും. എന്നിട്ട് ഞാനിവിടെ ഒറ്റക്ക് ലൈവ് ഇടണം അല്ലേ?
And we have our very first corner.
നീയൊക്കെ പോയിട്ട് സുഖമായിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു. ഞാൻ മാത്രം ഇവിടെ 24 മണിക്കൂർ ലൈവ് ഇടും. നടന്നാൽ
And it's Neymar.
Bangladesh clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
He's found the way. Great chance! It's a loose ball.
അടിക്കടാ.
Danger
തോക്കല്ലടാ
averted for
പൊന്നു.
now.
തോക്കല്ല, തോറ്റ് മടുത്ത്.
Mbappe does really well there. He is strong.
തോക്കല്ലടാ.
He's away. Big chance. Must be.
തോറ്റ് മടുത്തടാ ഞാൻ.
Kick in a very dangerous area.
ഇത് ജയിക്കുന്ന കളിയൊന്നും സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റഡ് അല്ല.
The referee's come over. It's a
റെഡ് കാർഡൊക്കെ തരുന്നുണ്ട്. നീ ആലോചിച്ചു.
Body language here is a bit grim. It is not
റെഡ്
looking great
കാർഡൊക്കെ
at all.
ഇത് ഭയങ്കര സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റഡ്.
You must
ബംഗ്ലാദേശുകാർക്ക്
suppose
ഭയങ്കര
that was the only
സപ്പോർട്ട്.
possible outcome in the circumstances.
ബംഗ്ലാദേശുകാർക്ക് ഭയങ്കര സപ്പോർട്ട് കൊടുക്കണം.
To let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
ഭയങ്കര
He'll
സപ്പോർട്ട്
fancy
കൊണ്ടാണ്.
himself from here. Alonso! Loose ball there. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Chance for a shot!
കംബാക്ക് നോക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ ബംഗ്ലാദേശ് ഗോ ബാക്ക് ആക്കാൻ നോക്കൂ.
Just got it ever so
വേണ്ടായി
slightly
കുട്ടി.
wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
ഇതെല്ലാം സുഖമായി ജയിക്കേണ്ട കളിയാണ്. ഇതൊക്കെ സുഖമായിട്ട് ജയിക്കേണ്ട കളിയാണ്.
Owen. And the pass is intercepted.
ആയിരന്മാര്
It's a throw.
അല്ലാമായിരനെ കൊണ്ട് ഭയങ്കര ശല്യം.
Now he's off and running. Now it's Owen.
അടിയടാ മോനെ അടിയടാ.
Shape ball. Now this could be a chance.
അടിയടാ. പെനാൽറ്റി
A penalty.
ഉണ്ണകളെ പെനാൽറ്റി അടിക്കടാ മൈത്താണ്ടി.
Moment in the context of the game.
നമ്മളപ്പന അതിന്റെ കളി മൈത്താണ്ടി.
Arsenal on the spot for parity.
ഉണ്ണകളെ അത്ര ഉള്ളു. സിമ്പിൾ ഗോള്. എടാ
That is quite remarkable.
എടാ ഇങ്ങനെ അടക്കാളെ കുണ്ണകളെ മലമയില്
Were involved in a great game here.
മലമയില് കൊണ്ട് കളഞ്ഞില്ലേ
They
എന്റെ.
fell just short. Effort unrewarded. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, despite the loss, they have to
Yeah,
take something from this. I think the coach will have seen things he needs to work on. So I'm
സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ്
sure they have a
ഭയങ്കര
lot of
സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ്.
sorting out to do before the next game. And they can get
പെനാൽറ്റി വരെ സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റാണ്.
That's it for tonight's match. So just remains
പെനാൽറ്റി
for me
വരെ
to
സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ്
back
ആണെങ്കിൽ
alongside me.
ആലോചിച്ചു.
So wish you all a very good evening.
പെനാൽറ്റി വരെ സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റാണ്. പെനാൽറ്റി സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റാണ്. വാട്സപ്പിൽ ഇൻകമിങ് കോളാണ്. ആരാടാ ഇപ്പം വിളിക്കുന്നത് ഇൻകമിങ് കോളൊക്കെ? ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്, വാട്സപ്പിൽ ആരോ വിളിക്കുന്നത്.
ഞാൻ മറ്റേ ഫെഡറലാ നോക്കിയത്, മറ്റേ എന്റെ SBI പൈസ അയച്ചേ നീ. ഓക്കെ.
നീയ തേടി മയത്തെന്നു ഇഷ്ടം തേടി അലഞ്ഞ സടക്ക മേലെ അപ്പടി സടക്ക മേലെ சொடக்கு மேலே சொடக்கு போடுடு நீ உயிர் வந்து நீ வந்து சொடக்கு மேலே அப்படி வந்த நேரம் கண் பார்த்து போய நேரம் ஏதோ ஆச்சு வானந்தீய போயிலட்டெல்லாம் காட்டோடு பூவே போச்சு Hosanna, really like the calling up today. Hosanna. வணக்கம் பக்கம் வந்து Hosanna. വണക്കം പക്കം വന്നേ. ഹാട്രിക് വിന്നടിക്കുക കിഡ്. നീ കളി തോൽക്കാൻ നോക്കും. ഇനിയില്ല, ഇനി തോൽവിയില്ല, ഇനി തോൽവികളില്ല, ജയം മാത്രം. ഇനി ആരൊക്കെ വന്നിട്ട് കാര്യമില്ല, ജയം മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഒരു ഹാട്രിക്ക് പിന്നെ ചിറ്റ് ഫാൻ പറയുന്ന പോലെ. ഹാട്രിക്ക് വിൻ അടിച്ചിട്ട് ഞാൻ നിർത്തും. ഹാട്രിക്ക് ഹാട്രിക്ക് വിൻ.
Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Claro.
His positioning was spot on.
Nice ball.
He's found support out wide. And this is Raul. It's a sharp little ball here. Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. This is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's been cut out, well played. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Actually. Well, this is a great possession. And Nistelrooy unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, that's well spotted.
Neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Albert Ferrer. He's in a... Can he finish? It's loose now, they want to get it back. Now it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Neymar. He's got away. And he's had a hit.
ഓഹ് നെയ്മർ അടിപൊളി. അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ മലയാളി എന്ന് തോന്നുന്നു, അറിയില്ല എന്താ പേരാണ്ട.
Nicely weighted ball. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. And the shots. And it's hit the woodwork and out.
എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഗോള് കയറാത്ത? കേറടാ.
Breakthrough goal.
റസൽ ബ്രോ ഹായ്.
There's a probing ball.
ഇത് ഭയങ്കര തട്ടിപ്പാണ്. ആ
ഞാനിങ്ങനെ മേടിച്ച് എത്ര പെട്ടെന്ന് എണ്ണ അടിച്ചിട്ട് ഞാൻ തീർന്ന 10-4 എണ്ണയിൽ അടിച്ചില്ലേ 2-3 ഓട്ടം.
സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ് ഈസ് ഹിയർ. അവിടെ നേരത്തെ കളി കണ്ടാൽ മനസ്സിലാവും, ഭയങ്കര സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ്. നേരത്തെ കളി കണ്ടാൽ മതി. കെ എൽ എന്നാ കണ്ടോ? കെ എൽ മലയാളിയാണ്, ഇത് വേറെ ഏതോ മലയാളിയാണ്. ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് ഇടാൻ ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് ഇട്ട് ഷൂട്ട് കുറവാണ്. ഒരുമിച്ച് അടിക്കലില്ല, ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് സാധാരണ ഇടും. ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് പ്ലസ് ഷൂട്ട് ഇടലില്ല. ഇത് കളിക്കണം, ജയിക്കണം, മലയാളിയാണ്. ഇതടിക്കാൻ ഇതടിച്ചാൽ പറ്റും.
ടൊമാറ്റോ സോസ് വാങ്ങണേ.
ഇവിടുന്ന് ടൊമാറ്റോ സോസ് കൊടുക്കലുണ്ട്. എന്ത് പാസ്.
Relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Gabriel makes the
ബോള്
interception.
മറിഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
ബോള് മറിയണം.
It's gone route wide. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Neymar.
മെസ്സിനെ ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് അടിക്കാൻ നോക്കിയാ.
Split-second reaction.
ഡബിൾ ടച്ച് അല്ല ഇടാ.
Clearly thought he
ഡബിൾ
had a
ടച്ച്
meeting with the
ഷൂട്ട്.
keeper.
Nicely shaped ball. Albert Ferrer. Searching pass he's played there. Roll in acres of space out wide. It's roll!
ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് കയറിയിട്ട്
Ambitious, but just off target.
സ്ക്രിപ്റ്റ് വെച്ച് ജയിക്കുന്ന പ്ലെയറെ കിട്ടി.
Specials.
ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് കണ്ടായി നമ്മളെ ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് കണ്ട ഷോകാൻ.
Aimed beyond the defence. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts.
അതാണ് നമ്മളെ ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ്.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cannavaro with a fine tackle. It is still anyone's game, 0-0.
എന്തൊക്കെ ത്രൂ
Saw
പാസൊക്കെ.
that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Forlan. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
ആകില്ല.
Now it's Neymar. Into the last quarter of an hour. Neymar could try cutting inside here. Ball swung in.
Well, he got rid because he was...
നല്ല ഡ്രോ ആയാലും ഭ്രാന്താവും. ഒരു ജയം വേണം.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
This is Raul. Shot a goal!
അടിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്, ഗോൾ അടിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
It's there! That could turn out to be a
ഇതായിരുന്നു എൻ്റെ പ്രതീക്ഷ.
goal.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
ഗോൾ അടിക്കാൻ പറഞ്ഞ സീനാ.
So the first moment of real significance.
അറിയാ.
Time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off?
Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Albert Ferrer. Arsenal close now to seeing this one through to the end. Looking for the run. That has found him in acres of space. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Batistuta.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
സമയല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ.
And that will be it.
ബാംഗ്ലൂരിൽ നിന്ന് മന്തി കഴിച്ചിട്ടാണ് ഇതുവരെ.
Their solitary strike ultimately proving just
ബാംഗ്ലൂരിൽ നിന്ന്
enough.
മന്തി കഴിച്ചിട്ടില്ല.
Terrific win, however you look at it. Raul picking up the man of the match award, and no surprise there. After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? I certainly...
റേറ്റ് അറിയില്ല. നാട്ടിലെത്ര? ഫസ്റ്റ് കളി ജയിച്ചു, 2 കളിയും കൂടെ ഹാട്രിക്ക്. രണ്ട് കളിയും കൂടെ ഹാട്രിക്ക് എടുക്കും. ഹാട്രിക് ലോഡിങ്. പോകണ്ട എല്ലാവരും. എൻ്റെ ചിങ്ങ നല്ല ടീമാണല്ലോ. നല്ല ടീമാണല്ലോ. ലോസ്റ്റ് 120 1230 പോയിന്റ്സും പോയി. ഒരാവശ്യം ഉണ്ടായില്ല. ആകെയുള്ള പോയിന്റ്സും കൊണ്ട് കളഞ്ഞില്ലേ. ഗെയിമിംഗ് കേരള ഹൈ. എല്ലാവരും ലൈക്ക് അടിക്കടാ. എല്ലാവരും ലൈക്ക് അടിക്കാൻ 10 ലൈക്ക് ആക്കണം. ലൈക്ക് അടിക്കുക. എല്ലാവരും ലൈക്ക് അടിച്ചോ. ഫുഡ് കഴിച്ചരാ. ക്ലോപ്പ്
Well,
ക്ലോപ്പ്.
football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown
ഫോർമേഷൻ
here.
കളിച്ച്
The
വരുന്നത്ര
supporters have
സെറ്റായി
great
വരുന്നത്ര
pace,
സമയം
and there's
എടുക്കും.
a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
സമയം എടുക്കും ഫോർമേഷൻ.
So that's got things underway.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system, because of his read.
Takes a shot.
ജസ്റ്റ് മിസ്.
Oh, full
Just
marks for
miss
that
it.
effort.
Oh, it
Full
looked like he
attacking
tried to
it
give
is.
it some extra whip.
സെറ്റാക്കാം. ഇത് സെറ്റാക്കാം. ഈ കളി ടഫ് ഒപ്പോണൻ്റാണ്. പാർട്ടി കാര്യമില്ല. കളി ജയിക്കും. കളി ജയിക്കൂടാ.
He's forced to go back, and it's been given away. Well, that's well seen too. Neymar, Conte, now it's Forlan, aimed beyond the defence. Yeah, that
എന്ത്
does look a
ഫൗളാണ്.
foul. Referee's given a free kick.
അതൊന്നും തൊട്ടിട്ട് തന്നെ ഇല്ലല്ലോ.
Valverde, over to the left.
വെറുതെ ഹാർഡ് കൊടുക്കുന്നു.
Loose pass. Conte. Can he get on the end of this?
നൂറോട്ടം പറഞ്ഞ് പാസ് കൊടുക്കുക.
It's clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
First quarter of an hour gone. Looking to play him in.
സണ്ണ സണ്ണ ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് ആണല്ലേ.
Movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence though able to hold on this time. Pass is just off target. Oh, there is a look that says it all. A piercing step.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know. They're very right to be.
അതിൻ്റെ വേറെ ടൈപ്പ് പാസ് കൊടുക്കണം.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough of the task teacher, did he?
എന്തിനാണ് പാസ് കൊടുത്തത്? നെയ്മറെ കൊണ്ട് തന്നെ അടിക്കാതെ.
He's there to belt it away. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. And this is Forlan.
അടാ കളയും നോക്കിയാണ്. അതിൻ്റെ മുന്നിൽ നിന്ന് കളയും നോക്കി.
Lateral.
എടാ എന്താ എടുക്കാണ്ടിയോ കളിക്കുന്നു.
They've got it again. Oh, what's he done? Mohamed Salah!
That's just plain
ഓരോ
and safe
മണ്ടത്തരം.
and simple.
Looks for safety.
ചില മണ്ടത്തരങ്ങളാണ്.
Neymar looking for
അതും
the
കൂടി
run.
എടുക്കും.
Swept it through, and he was quick to react. He's going to be disappointed with that. Van Nistelrooy.
ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി കളിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി കളിക്കണം. സ്റ്റാർട്ടായിട്ടില്ല.
Arsenal with their
ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി
first
ഉണ്ടാവും എന്തായാലും ഉണ്ടാവും.
first in the game for either side, actually. He can get that clear. Conte. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Great vision.
അവർ ഗോൾ അടിക്കടാ.
Keeper's blushes there. What great defending.
ഇത്ര ചാൻസറാ.
Whistle goes.
അത്ര ചാൻസ്
So neither team were able to take the lead, but
ഇപ്പോൾ പുഷ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്.
for the lack of trying.
രണ്ട് കളി തോറ്റാൽ നിർത്തും.
They reached the halfway point, and
ഇത്
neither
സൈഡ്
side
ആണോ?
have yet been
ആണോ?
able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
2 കളി തോറ്റാൽ നിർത്തും. ഒരു കളി ജയിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ ഇവൻ്റ് PP കളിക്കുമ്പോൾ എപ്പോഴും അവസാനം ഇവൻ്റ് PP
That gets things going for the second half.
ഏത്
Both sides defensively
ഫോർമേഷൻ മാറ്റുക,
now.
ഡിഫൻസ് സ്ട്രോങ് ആക്കുക.
It's Vieira.
വേറെ വഴിയൊന്നുമില്ല.
That's alert and
100 ഓട്ടം ഞാൻ കാലിന് പാസ് കൊടുക്കുക.
expecting better, and so did he. Not the most convincing of passes.
ഇവന് ഇഷ്ടംപോലെ ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ടാ
Oh, it's come loose.
കൊണ്ട് കളയുന്നുണ്ട്.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation.
ഇഷ്ടംപോലെ
Every
ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്.
single player is
അവന്മാർ
committed to the
കളിക്കാതുകൊണ്ടാ.
press, and there's simply no way out.
Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, he's onto this.
Oh, super ball!
ആയിരം കളഞ്ഞു, കൊണ്ട് നികേഷ് അല്ല, നികേഷ് പോ.
Arsenal
എത്ര ചാൻസ് ഇടാ.
Corner now.
എത്ര ചാൻസ്.
And this is Isco. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Palmeiras have the chance to go the other way. That's been cut out. Well played.
അവൻ്റെ മിസ്റ്റേക്ക്.
Excellent interception. And here's Mohamed Salah. Good ball, good take. It's Sergio Min.
വെറുതെ ബോൾ വേണം.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Some resolute defending
ത്രൂ
there.
നിർത്തുക.
Can he get it through? And they're quick to get it back. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were
തന്നെ
stacked
ഞാൻ
against
ഉദ്ദേശിച്ച
them.
പാസ്.
Dixon. He thumps it clear. Well played. That's knocked down the danger. Well, that's well spotted. Bullet. It's Vieira. And he's in on goal. And he's
കളി
straight off.
സീനാവും.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
കളി ജയിച്ചില്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ഗോളും കടിച്ച് ഡ്രോയിങ് ആക്കി. ഡ്രോയിങ് ആക്കിട്ടാ.
Got changes here from both sides, in fact. And it's Rosicki. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. To make sure that's not getting through. There's a probing ball. Looking for options for movement. Shevchenko! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Almond Ferrer.
അതല്ലേ ഏത് പാസ്.
Enjoy this time. Knocks it into space. It's Sokyung Min. Oh, that's fabulous. Guardiola.
എങ്ങനെയാണ് പ്രാന്ത്
It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the
വീണ്ടും
neutrals,
തോറ്റു.
unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Your reflections then, Jim?
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
All that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
മൂന്നും നാലും തോൽവി. ഞാൻ തോക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. 2 കളി തോറ്റു, 1 കളി ജയിച്ചു. ഇങ്ങനെ തോക്കാൻ വെറുതെ തോക്കാൻ ഒരാവശ്യമില്ല, ഒരു കാരണവുമില്ലാണ്ട് തോക്കാൻ. നല്ലൊരു എസ് ആയില്ല. രസമാണ് ഓണടിക്കുന്ന രസമാണ്. കമാറിച്ചല്ല അടിപൊളി പ്ലെയർ. കമാറിച്ചല്ല ക്രമാറിച്ചു. ഓൺലൈന് ശരിയില്ല, ഇവനും ശരിയില്ല, രണ്ടാണ് ശരിയില്ല. ഫോണ് കഴിഞ്ഞാ ഫോണ് ഞാൻ SS ഇട്ടിട്ടുണ്ട്. പിന്നെ SS ഉണ്ട് പെറുക്കാണ്ട്. എന്തെങ്കിലും പെറുക്കാനുള്ള ഏമ പോകും. ഇവനെ ഏമ പോക്കിട്ട് ബർക്കാമിന് SS ഇട്ടു. കളിച്ചു നോക്കാം. ചിലപ്പോൾ സെറ്റാകും ഫോർമേഷൻ. ചിലപ്പോൾ സെറ്റാകും. അതെങ്ങനെയുണ്ട് ഫോർമേഷൻ? നല്ല ഫോർമേഷൻ, കുറച്ച് വെറൈറ്റി ഫോർമേഷൻ. അത്ര സിമ്പിളല്ല. ഈ ഒരു ഫോർമേഷൻ കളിക്കാൻ കുറച്ച് ബുദ്ധിമുട്ട്. സ്കില്ല് വേണം, സ്കില്ല്. സ്കില്ല് വേണം.
ഹലോ എടിയിലേക്ക് നീ
ലൂസ് ഹാട്രിക് അടിക്കണം.
Well, football is, of course,
Oh,
ultimately
okay,
just
okay.
a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that.
No,
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly
Yeah.
matters.
ഞാനിവിടെ ബാംഗ്ലൂരില്ല കേട്ടാ.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game.
ഞാൻ പിന്നെ സെറ്റായിട്ട് വിളിക്കാൻ വെച്ചിട്ടാ.
Absolutely up for it.
ടാബ് വേണ്ട.
ബാംഗ്ലൂർ എന്താ ഇതന്നെ ഫുള്ള് പൊടിയും.
So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think
പിന്നെ എന്തിന്റെ പ്രശ്നം
here. He is through here.
ഇന്നലെ ഓൺലൈനിൽ കണ്ടിട്ട് അങ്ങോട്ടുള്ള ഞാൻ പിന്നെ
1v1 ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി കളിക്കാം.
ബാഗുകളും കിട്ടിയിട്ട് ഞാനീ 10 ഇടാം.
ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി കളിക്കാം.
അല്ല ബാഗെല്ലാം കിട്ടിയിട്ട് വേണം അങ്ങോട്ടുള്ള ഇറങ്ങാൻ. ബൈക്ക് എടുത്തു ഞാൻ അനിയനെ അങ്ങോട്ട്
റൗൾ
ബൈക്ക് എടുത്ത് നാട്ടിൽ
There's plenty of really nice passing.
സിൽവസ്റ്റർ.
300 സംതിങ് ഉണ്ട്.
Raul. Oh, that is a good.
ഞാൻ വിളിച്ചിട്ട് തരാം.
എന്താ കൂടാ? ആ
ഉദയാണ് വിളിച്ചിട്ട് തരാം.
ആ കിടക്കാച്ചി
ഇവിടെ
കൂടും.
വിളിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് എടുക്കാൻ പറ്റി.
എന്താ ഗോള്?
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can
Right,
see he
that's what you
meant
mean.
every bit of this.
പൊടി ബ്രൈക്കൻ സൂട്ട്
The game's first significant moments. It's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That is lovely.
എന്നിട്ട്
എൻ്റെ ചെ.
ഒന്നുമില്ല. അന്ന് രാവിലെ അവിടെ നിന്ന് ഇറങ്ങിയ നാട്ടിൽ വൈകുന്നേരമൊക്കെ ആകുമ്പോൾ എത്തിയത്.
എൻ്റെ ചെ, നല്ല ഷോട്ട് അത്.
ഇതിൽ ഒരു വണ്ടി കൊടുത്തതാ. ഒരു വണ്ടി നമ്മളെ പഞ്ചാബിലെ വണ്ടിയില്ലേ
ഹായ്ടാ ഹൈ.
അത് കൊടുത്തു. അതൊന്നും അത് വീട്ടിലിങ്ങനെ ഒരു ചെയ്ത് വെച്ചിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ കളയാണ്ടാവില്ല. ആരും ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നൊന്നുമില്ല.
Very well to take that back.
ഡിസ്കവർ നാട്ടിലുണ്ട്. അത് മറ്റേ ഒരു സ്റ്റാലിൻ
Foden.
നൈസ് ഷോട്ട്.
അവരൊക്കെ എന്തെങ്കിലും കിടക്കണമെന്ന് ഓടിച്ചു നോക്കിയില്ല. വെറുതെ വെച്ചാൽ നമ്മുടെ
പൊടിയട്ടിയാണ്. അതല്ലടാ റോഡിലെ പൊടിയുടെ പറയും. റോഡിലെ പൊടിയുടെ
ക്ലൈമറ്റൊക്കെ
Aims beyond the defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Skillfully cut out. He is so
Can't
on the ball. Squeeze it through. Nicely weighted ball. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. There's no support out wide.
വേറെ വിളിക്കണ്ട. അന്നാസോ അനിക്കോ
Let's make sure that's not getting through.
അടിയടാ.
He stands tall.
നല്ല ഷോട്ട് അടിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. റോഡിലെ പൊടിയുടെ നീ എന്ത്
They feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
കുറച്ചൊന്ന് കേളിയാണ്.
അടിപൊളിയായിട്ട് നിർത്തിയ
കുറച്ചൊരു കേളിയാണ്. കുറച്ചൊരു കേളിൻ്റെ അടിക്കും.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Mbappe.
ഫിറ്റ്നസ് പോലെ ആയിട്ട്
Forlan, and this is Raul. And he's done it.
പോരാ, ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് പോരാ. കുറച്ച് പവർ ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് വേണം.
നീ എങ്ങനെ
പവർ ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ് അടി. പവർ ബ്ലിറ്റ്സ്.
Pavlovic. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising.
ഇതെല്ലാം പറഞ്ഞ തടിയും പറഞ്ഞ
Out that that was not the case. Cristiano Ronaldo. Neymar.
Um,
And it's Palmer. Foden. He's going for goal.
സിക്സ് അടിക്കുന്നു ഫോർഡനൊക്കെ സിക്സ് അടി.
Probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
1500 എത്തണേന്ന്.
ഞാനിവിടെ വെച്ച് ചെറുങ്ങനെ തുടങ്ങി.
That's
പിന്നെ
been
ഇതെല്ലാം
intercepted. Pavlovic.
കീപ്പറല്ലേ.
It's going to be the final action of the first half.
പിള്ളേർക്ക് ക്യാമ്പ് പോയപ്പോഴത്തേക്കും
Thus far, a little inspiration.
പിള്ളേർക്ക് ക്യാമ്പ്
അതൊരു പോരാ, കുറച്ചുകൂടെ പവർ വേണം. ബ്ലിറ്റ്സിന് പവറില്ല. ബർക്കാമിന് നല്ലൊരു PP ഉണ്ടെന്ന് പറയണം. ബർക്കാമിന് ബർക്കാം അങ്ങനെ സെറ്റാകുന്നില്ല.
This game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Arsenal leading 1-0 at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't work with their backs to goal. Well, that's also it's a decent chance to
SR
counter. Now it's Forlan. That is a great pick out. He's picked his way through.
വായിച്ചിട്ട്
And he shoots!
എന്ത് കൂടെ എന്ത് ഗോളത്. SR ഫുഡ് കഴിച്ചടാ.
Genuine strength now.
രക്ഷയില്ലാത്ത ഗോൾ.
Sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
അല്ല പിന്നെ അല്ല അതിങ്ങനെ പെട്ടെന്ന്
They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them
സീരിയസ് കാണാൻ തുടങ്ങിയാൽ അതിന്റെ ഇതറിയില്ല.
to a goal, and it's very impressive.
ഇതിപ്പം നമുക്കിപ്പോ ഓരോ വായിക്ക് നന്നായിട്ട് നമുക്ക് ഇതുണ്ടാവില്ല.
ഫോർലാൻഡിൽ അടിക്കാനുള്ള ഷോട്ട് ഉണ്ട്.
സീരിയസിലാകുമ്പോൾ ഒന്നും കൂടെ
എന്ത് പാസ്.
ഇപ്പൊ ഇങ്ങനെ വായിക്കാനില്ല.
ഞാൻ പോവുകയാണ്. നീ പോലെ പോയിക്കോ. കിഡ് ഫാൻ ഉണ്ട്. കിഡ് ഫാനിൽ എൻ്റെ പ്രതീക്ഷ മൊത്തം.
ശരിയാണ്.
Can he get it through? Neymar. And the shot! Forlan! That is a beauty! He's got himself an absolute...
ഗോളുണ്ടായി. തീ ഗോൾ തീ.
And the lead is extended still further.
That's what I said.
That was easy. Almost too easy.
Forlan really
രക്ഷയില്ലാത്ത ഗോൾ അടിച്ചതല്ലേ.
allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
എനിക്ക് ഏറ്റവും ലാഗായിട്ട് തോന്നിയതല്ല ഏത്
3-0
ആൾക്കാണ്
and things are starting to look
ഇതില്ലേ
cozy.
Well, that's really
കയ്യല്ല
good
ലാഗ്
opposition. You
ടൈപ്പ്
For a shot!
ചേടാ ഒരു ഹാട്രിക് കൂടെ അടിക്കാൻ.
And the keeper has
അങ്ങനെ ലാഗല്ല കുറേ
top stop.
അങ്ങനെ കുറേ ഒരു ഇതുപോലെ
this time, Peter, but that's
ഹാട്രിക്കാണ് എൻ്റെ ലക്ഷ്യം.
this team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Pavlovic. And Dizazi. Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
ഹാട്രിക് റൗളിൻ്റെ ഹാട്രിക്കാണ് ഞാൻ പ്രതീക്ഷിച്ചത്.
ക്രോക്കോഡിലിന്റെ ഇതില്ലേ
Arsenal are closing in
That's
on a
brilliant.
comfortable win. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Barcelona can breathe again. Just.
ബഗീന്ന്
Defended, though, it looked destined for
അടിയടാ.
That is great.
റൗളിന്
Oh, no way through there.
വൈദ്യുതിന്റെ ആ ടൈം വന്നിട്ട്
2 minutes to be added on. Raul.
അതെങ്ങനെയുണ്ട്. Hat-trick അടിക്കുന്നതാണ്.
പവർ സൂപ്പറാണ് ചോച്ചപ്പല്ല
കിട്ട് മേൻ കിട്ട് അടി പിടിച്ച് നടക്കുവോ.
കോമഡി ഉണ്ട്.
well, how does he get the
കൊള്ളാടെ
balance to
കൊള്ളാൻ.
do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
മറ്റേ കാല് മാത്രം നടക്കും.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
പക്ഷെ കട്ടാക്കി പോയല്ല.
വോട്ടിലാണ് ഭയങ്കര ഇത്.
കട്ടാക്കി പോയി.
അവർക്ക് ഫസ്റ്റായി ഇതിലില്ല ഇവരെ ഇത് എന്നാണ് ഏജന്റുമാരില്ലേ മറ്റേ ഇതിലേക്ക് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടില്ലാ ടൈം വരുമ്പോ
എന്താ ബ്രോ അങ്ങനെ ടോക്ക്? ഫുഡ് കഴിച്ചോ? ഫുഡ് കഴിച്ചു. കട്ടാക്കി പോയി. ഫസ്റ്റ് ഹാട്രിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയ ടൈം.
അതൊരു വിഷയം.
ഹാട്രിക്ക് വേണ്ടിയ സമയം ജയിച്ച് വരെ. ഫുഡൊക്കെ നേരത്തെ കഴിച്ചാ.
പിന്നില്ല പിന്നെ ചോപ്പറിന് ബൗണ്ടിയാണ് ഇൻഡിച്ചായിരുന്നു അത് ഇങ്ങനെ
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who could make the difference?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see. And that is
ഓടുന്നവർ അടിക്കും.
അതല്ല
ഓടുന്നവർ അടിച്ചു കൂട്ടും.
ഫ്രീ ആയിട്ടില്ലേ എന്നാലും ഇങ്ങനെ തിരക്കിലൊന്നുമില്ല ഫ്രീ ടൈം.
Keeper's dealt with that. And now they can spring out of defence. He steps in, and that's the end of that. De Bruyne. That's a sharp pass. Probing pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, really well played. Oh, what shot! Surely!
ക്യാപ്പ് കൊടുക്കല്ല. എന്തിനീ ക്യാപ്പ് കൊടുക്കും?
Second reaction.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the
ക്യാപ്പ്
keeper.
കൊടുക്കുക ഇത്രയും.
Corner number 2 then. Cleared without hesitation. Timber played with finesse. Terrific header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Forlan threads one in. This is face to Van Nistelrooy.
കീപ്പർ കയറി വാടാ.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
കീപ്പർ കയറി വരാണ്ട് ഭ്രാന്ത്.
Neymar with the short one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any
ഇത്
risks.
മറ്റേ ഇതില്ല നമ്മളെ
That's been intercepted. That's great positioning. So good from him. Barcelona could counter here. And here's Neymar. Decent chance.
ഭയങ്കര കളിയല്ലേ ഇവൻ.
Sharp enough swivel. Struck first time. Well, he's visibly not happy with that. That says a lot about his professionalism. Tries to play it through. Now it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne stood his ground strongly. Little pass back. Modern football for you and all that pressing. They'll joy this time.
അത്ര പ്രസ്സിങ്ങിൽ സുഖമായിട്ടാണ് പൊട്ടിക്കുന്നത്.
Pass, but can he get catches it off him? That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
അയ്യോ
Chance for a shot.
നേരത്തെ പറയുന്നുണ്ട് ഓൾറെഡി.
Arsenal take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Well, that's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut thrust. Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0. Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Now it's De Bruyne. Nothing doing. Shot could be on. That's a really well measured ball. And it's Neymar. Has a header.
അത് അങ്ങനത്തെ കളി കളിക്കുന്നത് ഫുൾ പാസിങ് അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും പാസിങ്.
Well, plenty of talking points in that first half, but just one goal. It's anybody's game here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes? Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be see all that courage. They need to make a big start to the second half to give them some momentum.
No.
And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk averse. Arsenal have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we're underway again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Here's Forlan. Well seen, saw that coming. That was well played, well stopped. Here's a sharp little ball here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation. It's Neymar!
So much skill.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range. Bergkamp, Conte, and here's Raul. That's good play. That looks a decent ball.
Absolute.
Ferrer finds himself offside.
വലിയ ഓഫ്സൈഡ്.
Timber plays it through. Nicely weighted ball. Plays one through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Madueke. The most accurate pass. Batistuta. Kante kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Forlan. Played out towards the right wing. Raul. Alban Ferrer is in a really good position out wide. Your impression so far, Jim? They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid. interception. His positioning was spot on. Looking for options for movement. Great Forlan! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
He's having a shot!
Justin.
Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, judging by his
Justin.
reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Neymar going face to face with his great rival. And it's Forlan. And this is Raul. It's Raul! He's keen,
വന്നിട്ടില്ല.
determined to have his say.
Arsenal really have stepped it up.
ഇതെടുത്ത അതിന്റെ ആവശ്യമില്ല.
A bit more greedy and force the issue.
Arsenal have their second corner now. And he's in on goal. Van Nistelrooy! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that's that. Arsenal can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Van Nistelrooy voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
ചേടാ 3 പോയിന്റ് കൂടാ സെക്കൻഡിൽ കയറാം. സെക്കൻഡിൽ കയറാൻ 3 പോയിന്റ് കൂടാ സെക്കൻഡ് ഡിവിഷൻ കയറാം.
attackers, but he also often plays as we know, in a free role. And is that a new dimension to his game? No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself. That's just playing it safe and simple. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's had a hit. That is rather wayward. Arsenal certainly look
നല്ല
sharp
ചാൻസ്.
there. Very well drilled in this art of counter-attack.
എടുത്തോ ഞാൻ മേലെ പോയിക്കാം.
അല്ല എൻ്റെ ആവശ്യമില്ല, ഫോണായാലും മതി. ഇതില്ല, കാര്യമില്ല,
കാര്യമില്ലേ?
കാര്യമില്ല,
കാര്യമില്ല.
അങ്ങനെ കാര്യമില്ല. ഏതായാലും കുഴപ്പമില്ല. ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്.
ഒന്നുമില്ല.
Pass is intercepted. Can he get on the end of this? Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
ഇത് വേണോ? ചാൻസ് വേണോ?
And this is Forlan.
വേണ്ട, മുന്നോട്ട്.
Now, can they get him away? Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look. He made it look a bit predictable. And it's been played through. Oh, that's fabulous. The side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That tackle was certainly
ഫസ്റ്റ് ബോൾ
sturdy.
എടുക്കണം.
That's as far as they're going to go. Up into corner. Into Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. It's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through.
നൈസ്.
Almost half an hour in now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Albert Ferrer, he's picked his way through.
അടിയടാ.
Hard part right, but fluffed the finish. Albert Ferrer has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Tries to get it clear. Into Milan, have the chance to go the other way. That's really well manoeuvred. Threads one in. It's Forlan! Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ødegaard. They'll want to make the most of this turnover. Nicely weighted ball. Gabriel does well to get it back. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Milling running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Squeeze it through. It's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Takes a shot! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time.
റാങ്കുഷാണ്.
Here we go again then. Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Inter Milan can breathe again, just. Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them. Inter Milan were the team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one. Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions. Marquinhos, the most accurate pass. And here's Haaland, and this is Neymar. Neymar! Denied by an instinctive save. Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Plays it out wide. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. That has been knocked clear.
നല്ല പാസ്സാണ്.
Arsenal have their second corner now. It's a mighty effort.
എൻ്റെ ചെങ്ങായി.
Just off target. Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
അൺലക്കിയാണ്,
Showed
അൺലക്കി.
plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Looking for a runner. No, that was never going to make it. Someone off target. Gabriel wins the duel this time. Plays it through. Played back in. And he's there to get it away. Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game. He's in space and looking for options. Climbs up big! Are certainly and one more try!
Stunning അടിക്കറ.
Contact, nothing on the shot. I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter. That's Bergkamp. That's well seen too. He's shifting through the gears here.
Nice goal.
Save the best for last. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical. Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just
ഹാട്രിക്
the
വിന്നായിട്ടുണ്ട്.
and that will be the final act. Arsenal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Raul picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments. Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great
അടുത്തത്
satisfaction
മുട്ടിയായിരുന്നു.
from never losing
റാങ്ക്
that.
പക്ഷെ മൂന്ന് വിന്നായിട്ട് നിൽക്കുകയാണ്. നല്ല ഫോമിലാണ്, ഞങ്ങൾ തന്നെ കണ്ടിന്യൂ ചെയ്യണം. ഒരു കളി തോറ്റാൽ കളിക്കാം. നല്ല ഫോമാണ്. ഒരു കളി നോക്കട്ടെ, പിന്നെ കളിക്കാം. കളിക്കാം, എന്തായാലും കളിക്കാം, സമയമുണ്ട്. ഇഷ്ടമാ ഉച്ചക്ക് എന്നെ റിജക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ ടീം സ്ട്രെങ്ത്ത് പറഞ്ഞു എന്നിട്ട് ഞാൻ റിജക്റ്റ് ചെയ്തു. അത് നേരത്തെ ഒരാളുണ്ട് വന്നിട്ട് റിജക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യും. ടീം സ്ട്രെങ്ത്ത് കുറവെന്ന് ഞാൻ ഇതുവരെ ആരെയും റിജക്റ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട്. നീ വരാൻ വേണ്ടി വേറൊരാളുണ്ടായിരുന്നു, അതുകൊണ്ടാണ്, വേറൊന്നുമല്ല. വേറൊന്നും കൊണ്ടല്ല.
So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and organizer. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper keeper behind that defence. Balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Portugal with their first corner, first in the game for either side actually. The chances keep on coming, they're awarded another corner. Portugal have their second corner now. Neymar plays it short. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Kokchu. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Arsenal still without a single shot on target. Albert Ferrer. That has been cut short. Kokchu is the team's great visionary. Threads one in, and this is Neymar. Raul.
നല്ല ത്രൂ ആയിക്ക് എന്ത് ത്രൂ ആണതില്ല.
Cuts it out. It's Kokchu. Robertson. It's Kokchu. De Bruyne. Neymar. Raul gets into a good position. Bergkamp shoots. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's good play. Albert Ferrer delivers.
ഭാഗ്യമില്ല.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Back into the middle. Oh, that's a very decent. It's Forlan! Fantastic from Forlan!
നല്ല 1-2, നല്ല 1-2.
It's a finish of the highest order.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Conte. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Albert Ferrer gets across to intercept that. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Kimmich.
നല്ല ബോളാണ്.
We hit half-time. A very combative combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Arsenal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, he's seen through all of that. Knocks it into space. Played back in. Thinks about the shot. Tries a shot! Oh, it's come loose. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rijkaard. Shifted upfield. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Portugal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the
ഇവിടെ
counter.
കണ്ണൂർ
It's plain and simple.
വീട് കണ്ണൂരാണ്, ഇപ്പം ബാംഗ്ലൂര്.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Rijkaard.
എന്താ പരിപാടി പോകാം?
For De Bruyne. And it's Kukçu. And it's Rijkaard. And this is Torres.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
എന്താ പരിപാടി?
Raul. And it's Albert Ferrer. He has found a way through. It's a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep backing away, and eventually things might change for you.
And that has left him in a heap.
അതാണ് ടാക്കിള്.
It's Bergkamp. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is
ആ
reclaimed
ടാക്കിൾ,
easily.
അങ്ങനെയാണ് ടാക്കിള് ചെയ്യുന്നത്.
Arsenal still ahead by the game's only goal. It's Kimmich. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Bale!
വെച്ച
Oh,
വെയിൽ,
just lacks a
അടിപൊളി.
decent finish.
Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That's gone loose. And
Jake.
we're done. Arsenal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically,
നല്ല
preserved the
ഫോമാണ്.
tightest of leads. Forlan claiming the man of the match
നല്ല
award,
ഫോമാണ്.
and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, clean sheets and hard grind will help you go places, and they have a resolve that'll envy many.
Thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
അഞ്ച് കളി ജയിച്ചേട്ടാ, ഡബിൾ ഹാട്രിക് ആവും. ഈ കളിയും കൂടെ ജയിച്ച ഡബിൾ ഹാട്രിക്. ചുവന്ന ഭൂമി. നോക്കട്ടെ കളി ജയിക്കുമോ. ഡബിൾ ഹാട്രിക്, ഡബിൾ ഹാട്രിക്.
What a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Milan have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern day. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing...
It's Bale! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
ഭയങ്കര ലോങ്
Someone's doing his
റേഞ്ച്.
job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with their first corner, first in the game for either side actually. A reprieve, tries from distance. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Well read, nice interception.
ആരുടെ സെൻറ്റർ ബാക്ക്?
Nicely weighted ball. Raul looking for the run. Oh, that's a fine interception. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And he can clear it away. Arsenal are still to reach. Oh no, what has happened here? Arsenal finding their passes. Messi. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Can he get on the end of this? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shot could be on. That's been won straight back. Shapes to shoot! He'll be quick to recover this. Neymar gets it clear. It's a sharp little ball here. No, that was never going to make it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now who's going to be first to this? Raul. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And this is Raul. And he's managed to get free. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose. In he goes again.
എടുത്തടിച്ചാൽ മതി.
Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And this is Raul. And the shot! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here?
നല്ല ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്, ഗോളാകുന്നില്ല. നല്ല ചാൻസ് ഉണ്ട്, ഗോളാകുന്നില്ല. എന്ത് ചെയ്യട്ടെ?
And it's Conte. And this is Forlan. He's cleared it out of harm's way. Albert Ferrer. He's in a great position here.
നല്ല ചാൻസ്.
The first 45 minutes are up. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
So we reach the halfway point. Arsenal ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're underway again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Bale! It's loose. Who's going to... Oh, he's been caught napping. That's another chance. Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, it's Bergkamp. There's the clearance. Arsenal still chasing a one-goal deficit here. It's a good spell of possession, this.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Albert Ferrer. Can he get it through? Takes a shot! Van Nistelrooy! Goal after wonderful goal! About as smooth as it gets. Arsenal are level.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when...
And Romario! Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Oh, good spread. Let's make sure that's not getting through. And he's managed to get rid. Albert Ferrer. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. This is Raul. There's the shot!
Yeah, dirt.
That's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Kante getting this one clear. He's had a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
And Nistelrooy fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Bergkamp. And this is Forlan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Albert Ferrer. And this is Forlan.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's there to belt it away. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And he's having a go! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection. He got it slightly wrong. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he cuts out the supply.
eFootball Kerala community.
A
Chandu.
draw and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining.
Okay,
until
okay.
the very end. Your reflections then, Jim.
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw
Okay,
was
okay.
always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
That's it for tonight.
ആരാ ചന്തു? ഓടറാ ചന്തു. ചേട്ടാ 5 കളി ജയിച്ചു, 6 കളി ജയിച്ചല്ലേ, ഒരു കളി ഡ്രോ.
What a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Front-footed pressing going on here. Dink through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Back towards the middle. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's got away. Big chance! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Aimed beyond the defence. Xabi Alonso getting this one clear. Doué, and he's managed to get free. Doué! And he's done it! The breakthrough strike! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it?
And the shots! And That is wildly off target.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
It's Forlan! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Forlan really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! Your attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Till half-time. Well, a throw in. And now they can clear their lines. Forlan. Xavi Alonso. Through pass. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's bustling through here. Mbappe! Off the post! And he's there to get it away. That is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And it's Kunde. Neymar at it in a wide position. Shoots! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Kunde. And here's Neymar. Oh, it's Neymar! Can he finish? Denied by an instinct. And we've reached half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team. So I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Neymar! That's a half-decent try. Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He has found a way through. Now it's Mbappe. And he's on his way. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. All Black, in the context of the game, he must save it. And they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
A case now of complete control. Bergkamp. And he's in on the Owen! Great defending, strong and determined. Tries a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And the keeper threw out a limb.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Arsenal have their second corner now. United are looking to go forward now. Doué has got himself a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Rijkaard, he is always looking to break lines. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gurram United have reclaimed it. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away! So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Gurram United are having a ball here. And this is Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Shot a goal! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be...
And the shots! Dennis Bergkamp, the Dutch master! About as smooth as it gets! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Still trying to make a game of this. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, shooting chance! Now it's Forlan. Raul. He's picked his way through. He's had it taken off him. Number 3 coming up. It's going to be another corner, I think. Arsenal get their...
അടുത്ത മാച്ച് ഫ്രണ്ട്ലി കളിക്കാം. അടുത്ത മാച്ച്
And that is as far as it
കയറിക്കോ
goes.
കയറിക്കോ.
Arsenal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Attendees of
Any
this
reflections on what you've seen?
കേരള ലെവനൊക്കെ
gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. As you can see, we've already started here. Baresi gets good distance on it, and here's Bergkamp.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
I'm surprised by your assessment there.
One of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Forlan. Turns back here, probably the best option. Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Raul aimed beyond the defence. This is Van Nistelrooy. No way through, so back it comes.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Pumas finding their passes. Forlan, nicely spread. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's found... Oh! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Albert Ferrer. He's picked his way through. Raul. That's tidy. Well played. Important challenge, that. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Batistuta. Figo. Now it's Batistuta. And Batistuta! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Conte. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Figo.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And the action is back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. And it's Neymar. Adams makes the interception. Looking for options for movement. Back they go. Vieri is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And this is Raul.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Picks out, and he shoots! Goal! with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal have taken in for the pieces. Oh, taken with style. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And that has added a whole new complexity. Gets his head on it! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Neymar looking to be a menace in the final third. And here's Forlan.
Forlan really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chance! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, look, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Batistuta.
He'll be disappointed with that. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Batistuta.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. 5 minutes left on the clock.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's in plenty of space here. This is Van Nistelrooy. He's cut it out. Scholes knocks it into space. It's played through for him. Oblak. And that will be it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Saturday's game then, Tim.
ഒന്നുകൂടെ കളിക്കാം.
Always take more positives.
വേറെ ആരുമില്ല. നെറ്റ് സ്ലോ തുടക്കത്തിലുണ്ടായി കഴിഞ്ഞ ലാസ്റ്റ് മാച്ച്.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Begley.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Played out wide. Can he get it through?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that is one way to stop him. That a foul? Yes.
3-3-1 play
He's
കളിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്.
given it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
This is Batistuta. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
It's Batistuta. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Passes coming off in quick succession here. This is Batistuta. That looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And we have our very first corner. Mateus with the short one. And the shot! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! They've scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price.
കണക്കറിയാം അവിടെ വരുന്ന അറിയാം.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Stoichkov, now it's Forlan. Tries to play it through, and this is Stoichkov. It could be in here. There's the shot! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And Batistuta! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
That is a little undercooked. Elanga. Adams wins the duel this time. And here's Batistuta. Scores! That's really well cleared. Good read, needed to be. Forlan set up one goal so far. Shot! Goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's Rashford. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And we hit half-time. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable, and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Here we go again then. Scholes. Good purposeful running this. It's Scholes! Scholes! A princely strike! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Real chance! What a wonderful goal!
Boom. There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
We expected better, and so did he. Now, can they get him away? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well-timed, excellent interception. Albert Ferrer gets into a good position. Pass is intercepted. It's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Good ball, good take. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to pass it through. Albert Ferrer. And he was quick to react.
Bumazunam really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Played back in, and that's a good ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mateus. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, it's Forlan. He has found the way through. Roll! Oh, it's hit the post.
Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And this is Forlan. Big chance! Oh, taken with style! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive.
That is as far as it goes.
ഓക്കേടാ, ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ്.
Arsenal have won it by sheer force
നാളെ
of
കളിക്കാം.
character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Stoichkov, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. Terrific recovery.
ബാക്കി നാളെ ഓക്കെ. ഗുഡ് നൈറ്റ്.